A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Raketa to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Raketa are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
That's interesting, that. I mean, I babysat this guy all the way back from Sasau. Nothing. No. Nobody jumped out at us. Nobody tried to, knock him off his horse or anything. Zip. Nada. I do wonder, Doug. Was that all in his mind? I mean, I'm very skeptical of what Akar was up to. Oh! Oh, Struth! How did he sneak in? Where did you come from?
That's the end of you.
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Almighty!
Hey!
God!
All of you! Gather here!
Help!
Raise
There!
the arm!
Someone's
Help
been killed!
Watch out!
My God, God!
Over here!
There's a
Where is
corpse
everyone?
there.
Quick!
Shine a light. I mean,
Raise the alarm! Watch out!
God!
I don't believe that.
Killed him. Am I imagining? Shame to leave it lying here. Hey.
I'm just gobsmacked, Doug. I mean, we got all the way from Sasau all the way to here, and he just suddenly snuck out. Ah. I mean, he managed to kill a guard, but at least Conrad's all right. Well, anyway, I think now that we're here, yeah, I know, I may as well go and pay a visit to the herbalist, and we'll get all of our other things done, because he said it's going to take a few days to build this trebuchet anyway. Come on, Doug, let's go and see where the horse ran off to. Right then, wonderful herb woman. I've got all your ingredients.
Mother of God! You look like you've been assaulted.
Funny you should mention that, but yeah, I have.
I've gathered up all we need.
Excellent. This will probably do the trick. And do you have the wormwood?
Here it is.
Fine, fine. I'll get started. It's going to take a while. May the Lord watch over you.
Well, okay, well, guess we'll just wait here then. What were you woofing at? Wasn't any wormwood there, was it? I was gonna say, man, if I went all that way for wormwood and valerian, I'd probably be kicking myself. Yeah. Well, never mind. We'll just wait for her to get the brew done. Come on, dog. Seems it's taking a while to get that brewing done, so let's clear a few things out while we can.
God be with you.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Robard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, he can stop worrying.
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it. May the Lord watch over you.
And you too. Right, come on. We need to go and talk to Master Faithfar. Although, I think we're going to get a stern talking to, since it turned out that Icar was an assassin after all. Here goes.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Just one thing. If he should send you somewhere and tell you to give some password about a fox or some such, well, you should take it with a grain of salt.
Password? Fox? All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
Take care.
That's okay. I was expecting a serious rollicking for that. Right. No sign of Conrad. And I'm pretty sure he was alive because he ran off, and there's... Oh, it's Robard's horse, isn't it? It's not his trunk there. Where's Master Faithar's trunk then? I'll tell you what, we'll have a bit of a nose around and see if we can find this trunk, but we'll probably end up just waiting until the potion's brewed as well. Ah, doggy, I've found it. Can't honestly say any of those are of use to me. Was generous of them though. Right, guess we're just gonna have to wait around then. What on earth's Conrad doing all the way down here? I mean, I think he ran all the way out here. I know Bayfar had ran all the way out there when the thing started, but...
Are you alright?
All right. All right! He tried to kill me!
But... It seemed like...
It was Pekar! He's lying right there! And you let him go! You told me to my face that I had nothing to fear! Keep out of my sight, do you hear? I might have been killed for pity's sake!
Sorry. I mean... You know, I couldn't really pin it on him until he actually tried, to be fair. Ugh. Never mind. Right, and Dougie, let's see how things are doing here then. No point just sitting around doing nothing.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I've arranged for a priest to come. He promised to take care of the people around here.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting the spirit can help us all.
I got hold of a sawbones to take care of our wounded.
Thank you. Most of them have already lost their homes. Their lives are all they have left.
How do you like Master Keezer, Sir Divish?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle, he wants to throw kegs of gunpowder.
I understand, but he has to do something.
Those boulders could hit my wife. And if they don't get her, The gunpowder could burn her to death along with Sir Radzig.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? What? Enough of that. Better to spend my time in prayer than worry. Goodbye.
Yeah, I wouldn't dwell on it. I mean, you know, you don't know how it's going to turn out. May not be as bad as you think. Oh, so there's the priest. Father Godwin's managed to come over here, so that's good. Crowds of hands, how's he doing?
Greetings. What business have you?
What do you think of Master Keezer?
I've already asked him to stay on here when this is over. His ideas are incredible, even that trebuchet. I can't wait to launch it.
Sounds like you're sorry not to be the siege master.
Who knows? I may still get a chance. See you later.
Okay. Well, someone's in a cheerful mood. How you doing, Father Godwin?
Good day.
Never mind. And what about Brother Nicodemus? I think he came over here as well, which is good.
See you later.
Okay, will do. Right, let's go over to the other camp and see how they're doing over there. Ah, anything I can do for you, Robard?
How are you?
What do you think of Master Keezer?
He definitely knows what he's doing. And all that wild talk of his, rockets and such like. I'd almost let him try it out, but on some other castle.
Do you think there's any truth in it?
I've never seen such weapons used, so I can't really judge. But if his ideas worked, they'd change the way we make war. He showed me some of the drawings he has with him. I don't know if he's a genius or a madman.
Well, to be honest, I thought he was going mad, but turns out I was the one who was making the mistakes.
Good luck, then.
Well, seems nobody needs anything done, so it's just a matter of waiting, dog. Yeah, just need to wait. You know, dog, it seems we've got to wait a few days for this trebuchet to be built, so I thought we'd come up here. See if it would help sort out any problems.
There's another unpleasant matter for you to handle.
Nothing too terrible, I hope.
That's for you to decide, Master Bailiff. As you know, the woods and everything in them belong to our liege lord. He gave you the right to make use of them, but as far as I know, no one else is allowed to hunt there.
Let me guess. Some of our fold are putting game on their tables from our woods, and I have to deal with them.
Just so. A case like this ought to be judged by his lordship himself, but I fear Sir Divish might be a little too strict in this matter.
So what are my options?
You can hand the poachers over to justice, let them off with a warning, or, of course, one can always turn a blind eye and leave it in the hands of God. What's your decision?
We'll give him a strict talking to.
We'll confiscate the poached game and put the fear of God into the culprit so they don't do it again. No point in carrying it any higher. We should keep our own affairs in order.
A wise decision, Henry. I'll see to it.
Come on, Doug. I'm curious to know how much money we've got now. Last time I was over here, we had like over 100,000 in that chest. I mean, I'm wandering around with 53,000 groschen on me. I've got nothing to do with it, to be honest. I am curious. I'll have a sneak peek. Actually, I think while I'm here, I might brew up some extra potions as well. That's interesting. Oh, there you go. 147,000 groschen. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yep. Right, well, I think we'll do a bit of brewing of our own with the alchemy bench round here. See what we can make, because there's a few potions I could do with. But apparently that herb woman's got the brew ready, which we need to take back to... I think it's Bernard. But we'll get this done first and then we'll head over there. It's still early in the day. Ah, herb woman. I believe our brews are now ready.
God preserve you, good night. Can I do something for you?
So, is the concoction ready?
All done. Here, take the keg. I won't be lugging a heavy great thing like that around myself.
Thank you for your help.
Well, best of luck, lad. Now, I need a rest. Goodbye.
Well, I'm going to hang around here if you don't mind, because I couldn't find any of the... even the weeds that I was looking for over at Privet Slavitz. I'm just going to, you know, tidy your place up a bit. Now me and the dog will go and see Bernard. Ah, there you are. Been looking for you.
Good health to you.
This ought to help with your sleepy soldiers.
What's in it? It stinks to hell.
Yes, and it's hellish potent too. A drop in the evening, and you won't fall asleep till just before noon.
Really? I hope it does the job. That it doesn't give them a runs in the process.
Hopefully not. But if it does, well, it's hard to sleep with the runs, isn't it?
True enough. But you're not much good as a guard when you're squatting in the bushes.
What is your impression of Master Keyser?
Sir Hanush thinks he's insane. He's crazed as one of those dung-smeared fools reciting the New Testament backwards in the street.
But what do you think?
Sometimes I think a little craziness is no bad thing. Master Keyser's seen and lived through a lot in his time in foreign lands. And those rockets he was talking about.
It all sounds like the babbling of a madman.
Maybe. But I'd like to see them. Shooting off. Screaming through the sky like comets. I'm sure they'd be a sight to behold.
Well, unless they're heading towards you, and then you'd be like, well, pretty much running away.
Goodbye.
Right, so... let's see. Alright, we're done on alchemy then. Oh, that's cool. See much point in having that one, to be honest, and that one's kind of pointless since we do auto brew anyway, but what the heck. So pickpocketing and drinking. Oh, we can do lots of drinking. More in agility, so we need to practice more with our bow, our axe and that sort of stuff probably. Not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, could do better with all this lot though. Still got days to wait, eh, Doug? You know what? I think I'm gonna head down to Ratai. Yeah, I think we're gonna go there because I definitely need to get some more brewing done. Come on then. Come on, what? Come on, buddy. Apparently, I got word that they're ready to test this trebuchet. I mean, I must admit, I did enjoy our little fights over at Privet Slavitz and the that arena we had built, but oh wow, yeah, you can see it there, dude. That is definitely a trebuchet. Ooh, that is looking cool. Ooh, that is one sweet war machine. Baby's horse alone. Wow, look at that. Apparently I've got to hit the gate though. That's what's got me puzzled. The plan is to hit the gate though. Well, anyway. Sure they know what they're doing.
Greetings. What business have you?
Master Fafar, how's the trebuchet construction going?
Much better now that I have Master Keyser to help me. Although, to be quite honest, it's more a case of me helping him. I'm taking note and learning as I go.
Next time round, you'll be the siege master.
I rather hope there won't be a next time.
Indeed.
How much longer do you think it will take?
I wouldn't like to hazard a guess. As I understand it, the base is quick to make, but the other parts are more complicated. And then there's all the balancing and setting the trajectory and range.
I see. Well, I hope it's ready soon.
So do I, Henry.
Yeah, I'm puzzled. I thought it was.
How's work going with Master Keyser?
Excellent. His knowledge of machinery and mechanics is absolutely astonishing. He's a very gifted man.
So you're confident the trebuchet will do its job?
Absolutely. It's plain to see Master Keyser knows exactly what he's doing. Take care.
Now, exactly. I thought that was a trebuchet, but... okay, well, let me go and ask him then. Maybe he knows what the heck's going on. Or not. Said go and watch the trebuchet test. That was what I was told. Go and watch the trebuchet test.
Goodbye.
Where's this here? I mean, there's this big thing sitting here called a trebuchet. It's supposedly going to get tested.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How are things with you?
I thank the Lord I'm still alive and well.
So do I. Others haven't been so fortunate.
God be with you.
Well, you know what, Doug? I get the impression we're going to have to... watch a test then. A bit awkward if it took the roof off.
Now, let's see how strong those walls are.
And that must be hard.
Let it rip!
Holy smokes. Okay.
That was just the first shot. The trebuchet has to be calibrated. That's perfectly normal. I'll have the range in no time.
Indeed. To be fair, he is right.
Move. Move. God damn it, I have to get to Sir Divish. Sir, they're coming. There's no time.
Someone bring water. Breathe, man. You'll be all right. Who's coming?
There's an army on the way. And they're carrying the colors of Havel Medic of Valdek. And they're very close.
Havel Medic? He's surely not coming to help us.
Not that bastard. I have a score to settle with him.
Oh, is he the one who locked you up, dude?
Gentlemen, Toth's reinforcements are about to descend on us.
That swine.
How many men?
We don't know exactly, but there are many, and they will probably be here by dawn.
So soon? How is it that we knew nothing about this before?
The whole land is in chaos. It's a wonder we can find out anything at all.
If they attack from the rear...
We'd be finished, just as Toth has been planning.
The sneaky weasel.
He's been one step ahead of us the whole time.
Not this time, though.
What are you thinking?
Robard, how do you think the weather will be tomorrow?
Well, sir, if my joints don't deceive me, and they rarely do, it'll rain. It'll rain buckets.
Here. We'll make a stand here, I and Radzig's men. You will wait until they charge us, and then strike them from the rear. Here and here. If we succeed, we'll have it over and done with before they notice anything in Townburg.
It might just work. But we'll have to leave someone in the encampments in case they do come out of Talberg.
A few men will be all I need.
Well, that depends on whether you can hold out. We don't even know how many there are.
We will Hold out.
I'll give the orders to my men.
We will be ready.
My part in the battle, sir. I wanted to go with the Skalit's men.
I need more than that from you.
More, sir?
If we can't hold out at the quarry, we're finished. You, I, Hanish, and Radzik. And since Hanish is commanding the flank attack, Radzik is captive and I'm wounded, Captain Robard will be leading on the field.
Of course. Who better?
There's no question Robard's a good commander. But many of the men will be from Skalit's. We need someone there who knows them and has their respect.
Sir?
I mean you, Henry.
But that is... I want to be in the vanguard.
Now hear me well, Henry. There are whole cemeteries full of heroes who rushed into danger. And if the first human you meet runs you through, it won't be good for morale. Not to mention that Radzik would have my guts for garters. In the battle, you and a group of Skalit's men will be concealed in the woods over the road.
But sir, I think I should...
Quiet! Don't underestimate the task I'm setting you. You'll have to keep nervous men on a short rein and not attack too soon. And then conduct the attack on the rear so fiercely and quickly that the foe has no chance to react. If the line should start to break, we need someone with their head firmly on their shoulders to keep control of the men.
Very well, sir.
That's what I like to hear. When you're ready, go and join the Skalit's men. They'll be mustering in the woods above the road to Rattay.
I know this is kind of an odd request, I must admit.
If you thought you'd be spending the whole season sitting on
guess
your
we better
arse
go then.
playing dice.
Ah, that looks like the team that I need to meet up with. Gotta pop a few potions just to be on the safe side. And we'll go and see what needs doing.
Ho! Ho! Not yet.
Right, there's a lot of them, guys.
Just a little longer.
Gotta hit them from the back.
Easy. Easy.
Hit them in the back. Yeah, I know, we'll hit them in the back and then they won't see what's coming.
Easy. Fuck.
Damn, look at their armor. They were expecting us. First troops to the bridge. Break through. Vanguard. To the left. And the rest, come with me. We'll flank the bastards.
There's a lot of them.
At them! Charge! Grind those horsens into the dirt!
Hang on a minute, we're being spotted. Hang on, get them bow out, you muppet. At least that was the plan. Oh, this is no good. Hang on a minute. This is no good. What? Oh, for crying out. Why won't you get your bloomin' axe out, you dude? That was the plan. Ah, so much for the bow. It's too slow. The bow is slow. I've come to the conclusion. That bow is just too slow. Oh, you. You like you want to cause trouble. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's true. May as well be getting the sword out at this rate. Oh, this is just taking forever. We're taking far too long. Come on. Come on, Henry. Get moving. Could have done with a mace, I must admit, but... Look, see that dude there? You're supposed to hit him. Keep them all occupied. Right, come on. The more you can occupy them, the better for the focused scanners. Come on. Oh. Right, let's focus on this dude here. Oh no, he's some scallops, that's alright.
To the bridge! We have to help them!
Come on. Move. Mush. Oh, they're struggling. Come on. Time for us to get busy. Any more? Oh, they're all busy with that lot. Ah, it doesn't matter. I think we're sorted. Oh, they've captured Eric.
Here's their leader.
What? This boy?
You should show a little more respect, Divish. You'll need it when you kneel before Istvan.
Oh, now the pup shows his teeth.
Istvan, you say? Not Sir Istvan? Or Lord Toth? Just how intimate are the two of you?
Ah.
I know him. He's Eric, Toth's captain and right-hand man.
Finally, some good news. Shackle him and guard him closely.
Those bastards want to destroy our trebuchet.
Okay. I'll be having that. Move! Come on, folks. Oh, no. I'm sort of like kicking myself not bringing the horse. You guys know a quicker route? Because I don't. Last time I checked, we've got to run along the... Oh, we came all the way through the quarry though, didn't we? Oh, guess we're going to take a while. Right, so this is the road up from the quarry. There's no sign of them lot. Probably a bad idea, but what the heck. Oh, we can hear fighting. This isn't good. Right, slow down because you're going to need your breath. Alright. Come on, dude. Come on. I want to have a bit of fun. I want to hit you on the head. No, that's not how it works. You're not supposed to hit me. Come on. Dude, come on. Hit me on the head. Or I'll hit you on the head. You can't have it both ways, you know. Either you hit me or I'll hit you. Ow, 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 ow. Look, I'm trying to hit you on the head. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? Come on. We're supposed to be having fun here. See? That wasn't so bad. That's more like it, you see. You hit me, then I hit you on the head. Right, I'm coming. I'll give you a hand. Ooh. Right. I think there's more of them then. Ooh, there's the fighting over there. Right, slow down, slow down. Need our breath. Oh, you got a mace. Can I hit you? Ah, that's better. Hang on, how are you going? Oh, hang on. See, this is the way it goes. You hit me, and I hit you on the head. No. You hit me, and I hit you on the head. Dude, you're supposed to hit me, man. Which part of you hit me do you not understand? I can't hit all of you. Well, I can try, I suppose. Oh, it's you again. Come here, I need to hit him on the head. Ooh. Ow. That hurt.
Well?
The damage isn't too serious.
So we can shoot.
Not just yet.
Sir, what are we waiting for?
You've heard his threats, Robard. Do you want him to kill Radzik and my wife? We have to consider all our options.
And it would be a shame to destroy the castle, too. But how do we get that rat out of there?
So, I might have a solution. What about exchanging hostages? He was the captain at Franjik, and he brought Istvan's reinforcements here. He seems to be on very, intimate terms with Toth. He might be able to tell us something. And he might even be as valuable to his lord as Lady Stephanie and my father are to us.
You're your father's son, by God.
You're a godsend, lad. You're right. We'll interrogate this whore son, and then decide what to do next. Come to my tent when you've rested.
Which tent? Is this your tent? I mean, I'm quite rested, actually.
Start talking, or make your peace with God.
Do your worst. I won't betray my lord.
Greetings. What business have you? Good luck, then.
Well now, Eric. It is Eric, isn't it? Looks like the boot's on the other foot this time, doesn't it? Fuck you. You need to change your tone. If you start being nice, you might just come out of this alive. So now I'll ask you a few questions, and you better think carefully about how you answer them.
How about...
Who is this Toth?
He's an orphan, same as me. The Turks killed his parents, so he started killing Turks. Sigismund needed men like that, so Istvan ended up in his service.
Okay.
What is he after?
Are you really that clueless? To destroy Wenceslas's allies. You.
About time we put a bit of a threat in this.
How many men does he have in the castle?
How should I know? There were nearly 70 of us at the beginning, but there's probably not even half left. But that's still more than there ever were in that castle. More than enough to defend it.
Not going to win that one.
How did you meet him?
What's that got to do with anything?
Who does he take his orders from?
Are you stupid? He works for Sigismund.
Listen to me. Toth has hostages in the castle, and we have you. So, how about an exchange?
Do you take him for a fool? Do you really think he'd give up the only thing he has that stops you from attacking? He'll never accept an exchange.
You better pray he will, for your own sake. Because once we attack, you'll be worthless to us. And what do you suppose will happen to a worthless bandit? I won't waste any more time on you. You could have saved yourself, but apparently you value your master's skin more than your own.
I don't need to save myself. Istvan will save me. And he'll kill every last one of you.
Why should he save you? He'll sacrifice you, just like everyone in Vranic and Pribislavic. You're nothing but a common bandit.
You don't know anything. He'll come for me, and anyone who lays a finger on me will pay dearly.
Now I'm curious. Why would he care that much about you? Could it be your lovers?
You'd never understand.
For a while there, I thought we'd get nothing out of him. But in the end, he spilled his guts.
I thought you were much too easy on him. But it seems your approach was the right one. Well done, lad. Anyway, it's clear that young fellow is no ordinary brigand. And he believes Toth cares about him. We'll just have to see if the bastard cares as much about him as Divish does about his wife and you about your father. Well, Divish, I think the time has come to find out just how much Toth values our hostage. Do you want to parley with him yourself?
I think I'll leave that to you, Hanish.
So be it. I'll do my utmost. Bring the hostage below the battlements.
Sir Istvan!
What is it? Did our neighbourly visit catch you unprepared?
A little, but we've settled in nicely. And this fellow is enjoying our company so much, we simply can't get rid of him. It seems we are in similar situations. Perhaps it's time to send our respective guests home.
Not a chance. Do you take me for a fucking fool? Be warned. If anything happens to Eric, I'll let every manjack here have his way with this bitch, and I'll dice Kobila into goulash meat.
Nobly spoken, your grace. But for all I know, you may have done that already.
Divish, I'm sorry.
Greetings, friends. Fear not, Lord Toth is treating us like royalty.
They're unharmed, as you can see. But don't try any tricks, or they won't be for long, Hanush.
Oh dear. Is she not as valuable as you thought?
It seems your lord doesn't place any great value in you, boy.
Go to hell.
I'm sorry. It looks like it's not going to be that easy.
Well, at least we know they're alive. I didn't expect much of it anyway.
He won't harm them as long as we have this fellow.
Pity. Got a dagger and I'd like to use it.
Well, friends, what do you suggest?
I'd say we have no choice but to attack.
It's a great risk, Robard, with Stephanie and Radzig inside.
I know how you feel, sir, but Toth is no fool. They are his last safeguard. He will do nothing to harm them until he is sure of victory.
Would you be saying that if it were your wife inside?
Or your father?
Well, let me point out that we have no choice anyway. We don't have enough supplies to keep men here for weeks, while gangs of brigands and Sigismund's army roam the countryside. Toth won't agree to an exchange, and even if he did, we'd have to let him go. With all his men, he'd be a thorn in our sides till Judgment Day.
Sir, a message has arrived.
Oh, what is it?
Margrave Jobst is approaching with his retinue and wants to speak with you.
Jobst, you say? All right.
What is he doing here?
Who's Jobst?
Jobst of Luxembourg is cousin to King Wenceslaus and Sigismund. He's the Margrave of Moravia.
Only a year ago, he was collaborating with Sigismund in the League of Lords. He betrayed King Wenceslas and his ally Prokop. Now, he's changed sides, appointed himself the leader of the rebellion against Sigismund, and wants to liberate Wenceslas.
Whichever way the wind blows.
Nevertheless, it seems the decision is made for us. We don't want Jobst camping with us in front of our own castle like a band of gypsies.
I'm afraid you're right, Hanish. All right. We'll let the men rest a while and then attack. Come to me when everything is ready.
This is a pain. I mean, I got a dagger and I want to use it. I don't like Eric. I really don't. I want to. Well, I want to settle a score with him, but I don't think I can. It's tempting. I mean, it's really, really tempting. But I don't think I can. Well, let's see. Where's the nearest place? Probably Sasau, I suppose. Get things sorted out. Get our repairs, get whatever we need, and see if anybody needs anything to help. And we'll come back and have a chat with Sir Divish.